What is good, crowd people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobba, and in today's video we talking about Lil Reese. I was going to stream a second time today on Twitch because we did a little quick stream, 45-minute this morning, and then there was really nothing to talk about. However, later on this morning, Lil Reese was allegedly tracked down and shot because he carjacked somebody's whip. So let's get into the story as reported from TMZ, and I'll give some more context that I believe is pretty significant in this case. Apparently, it was reported that he was shot in Chicago. This is the second or third time in the grand old city. What's it called? Windy City, because everybody just be tooting everywhere. In fact, last time, it was in late 2019, he almost passed away from it. It was almost fatal because he was shot in the neck. He couldn't even talk for a while. I think his mouth or jaw was closed shut to allow it to heal, or maybe it was like his vocal cords need to heal, so he couldn't speak or rap, because as we all know, that is his profession other than being a gangster, because he keeps getting in these things. This is why rappers, you need to get out of the street life and just be a rapper. I know you want to be hood and hard and gangster and that's where you're from, but goddamn, you don't want to end up like Lil Reese getting shot 3 times in your lifetime with multiple bullets we're talking about. But anyway, as I was saying, there were 2 other people that were allegedly shot earlier this morning in a parking garage in a neighborhood in Chicago. It was like a shootout type deal. And when the cops arrived, there were 3 men with gunshot wounds, obviously one of them being Lil Reese, as well as a Dodge Durango car crashed at the site with hella bullet holes. Now, all of these 3 men that were left at the site, including Lil Reese, were transported to hospitals. 2 of them were apparently in critical condition and 1 in serious. I'm not really sure which one is more serious, the serious or the critical, but both of them seem pretty bad. So at that point, everyone was praying for Lil Reese on social media, making sure that he was all right. Whether you agree with what Lil Reese has done, because you know he's in the gang and there are definitely oppositions that are maybe preying on his downfall, we don't want any human to pass away, okay? I don't care what gang you in, what you did to another person, we can all forgive each other. But continuing, once I heard about this serious or critical condition, I saw a video on Twitter, and I'm not going to show it here because I want to get demonetized, but it looked pretty bad because Lil Reese was like bloody behind a pole. I thought literally his head was like stuck in a door at first, just because the way he was positioned or stuck behind, again, a pole and a wall. And his head looks like, and this ain't even a joke, but it was like the Weeknd at the Super Bowl, or like handsome Squidward with his face, like the way that the welts when he got jumped after he got shot, I believe, when he was on the ground, because it looks like that. He had like raised bruises essentially on his face. It looked pretty bad. He was bleeding from his nose, his mouth, again, likely kicked while he was on the ground after the gunshot. But then a couple hours later, around like 2:30 p.m., so it's been some time since this, and I think Lil Reese, it has been reported that he's in good condition at this point. We'll get into that in a second. But allegedly, he was involved in a carjacking and accused of stealing someone's car, like an SRT or something. And he was tracked down because maybe the person who owned the car, where they found him in the parking garage, and that's where the shootout transpired, had like a little tracking device. Or what I was talking to one of my friends about was SRTs, or some of these nicer cars, let's say, have kind of a Sirius XM package where you can pay for the satellite radio, but it comes with a security feature where it'll like Bluetooth to your phone or send you a message when someone's trying to jack your car, and you can literally track your car, almost like one of those Find My iPhone maps. So Find My SRT. I mean, Teslas can basically drive themselves, so you know they already got a built-in tracking device. So if you're trying to jack some cars, at least sell them shits like right after you steal it for like a couple, I don't know, $1,000. I don't know how much a car costs nowadays. I just sold mine for $15,000. But get it out of your hands so you are clean, because they are catching you ASAP. Plus, if you're accused of stealing a car, police can track your phone nowadays. They're on your ass. Nobody even gives a fuck about the vaccine. That's not tracking you. They got your phone. They don't need to put an implant in your body for a vaccine because they already got you. But as I was saying a little bit earlier, we got an update on the conditions of all the 3 people at the site who suffered gunshot wounds. 2 of them are in fair to good condition, and what was reported specifically was that the 28-year-old, which was matched up with Lil Reese's age, was in fair to good condition, whereas there was one last person who was still in serious or critical condition. Fortunately, it wasn't Lil Lil Reese, but still prayers out to whoever was with him, because we don't want to lose any humans out here. Represent gang. But Lil Reese still got to watch out, because apparently he had a bullet wound still, but it was a graze of the eye. So maybe that's how he got like the welts on his face, and he wasn't actually kicked, although he could have gotten both. All I know is these motherfuckers just do not want him to rap. They don't want him to have an eye. They don't want him to have vocal cords, so he can't rap. The eye is like so he can't read his notes on his phone with all the lyrics that he, transcribed. They were trying to expose his DMs with Ruby Rose, so they don't want him to get ass either. It's just a terrible situation. But again, these rappers, they need to get out of this gangster life. If you got money, bro, if you're involved in a carjacking, and this ain't no diss to Lil Reese, but that just makes it look like you're broke, my guy. If you're not getting streams, get like a day job. And if you're gonna jack a car, again, sell that shit within an hour that you jack it, pause, because the cops are finding you within minutes at this point. They got robot armies within 2 years that are gonna be catching up to you. So this is some old school crimes. People gotta be hacking Bitcoin wallets now. Carjacking is just, you're asking to go to jail. But in conclusion, thankful that Lil Reese is in good condition. We don't want to see any person, rapper, human life be taken away from this planet on this glorious earth. And right after I upload this video, I find out that 6ix9ine started clowning Lil Reese, and as you know, they had their beef in the past because 6ix9ine, was beefing with Lil Durk, and Lil Reese is Lil Durk's mans from the O Block in Chicago or wherever they're from. I don't know what it is. I'm not too deep into that whole scene, Chirac, but 6ix9ine posts, help Reese buy a car, and I guess he posts a GoFundMe. I don't know if he created this. It is not funny, not gonna lie. Maybe they should make one for D Savage as well. But as I was telling y'all earlier, it makes Lil Reese look broke that he was jacking someone else's car. If you're a successful rapper out here, you don't need to be doing any tomfoolery like that. Of course, don't want anything bad to happen to Lil Reese, but it looks like he's in stable condition. So now that he's doing all right, he, I guess, to 6ix9ine at least, is open to getting clowned on. Honestly, actually, 6ix9ine would probably clown him even if he did pass away. So it's a gray area right now. And in the caption, 6ix9ine says, "What happened today is not funny. Let's all chip in and help him buy his own car." By the way, 6ix9ine spelled buy incorrectly in the GoFundMe if he created this one. And then in his story, he continued. It got a little bit more serious though. He said, "Pray for him. He stole the wrong person car today." That he definitely did. Pick people who don't got the toolies on them. Make sure they ain't got no 2 dicks on them, just 1. And finally, he posts 6ix9ine curses real. Rest in peace to all the rappers who are in heaven. Now that's where he crosses the line. Don't disrespect the dead. And that is all for the 6ix9ine news. And so with that, it's your boy Bob Lamb signing off. Grazing Lil Reese's eye with my ball sack because I heard it got healing powers, or at least that's what my girl says. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the whole situation and the gory video that I didn't show in this clip, but you can go check it out on Twitter. Make sure to like and subscribe and join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, Clay people. Know what I'm saying?